Of the many challenges the Caribbean faces, at the core is one issue: energy. The energy human beings bring to their problems and the energy they need to fuel their machines, their homes and their lives. Mr. Herbert Samuel, an energy consultant and entrepreneur from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, has married both forms of energy in his professional life. His innovative We-Electricity web app combines the need to conserve electrical energy and the human needs for socialization, competition and play.
Without innovation, basically the Caribbean is going to be facing tremendous difficulties in keeping its economic activity going. Without innovation, what you have is basically commodities being produced, and the Caribbean is not a low-cost producer of anything, so we have to be innovative if we want to survive.
We-Electricity has been called a game changer in the conservation movement. It has won awards internationally. It has been awarded by General Electric its Best for the Millennial in its 2010 Ecomagination Smart Grid Challenge. In 2011, it was judged Best New Sustainability Innovation in the Knowledge at Wharton Wipro Innovation Tournament at the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania. But the road to success as an entrepreneur was not straight and smooth. Trained as an industrial engineer at the University of the West Indies, Haz's career followed a normal trajectory.
When I left UW, I came home to work for the government as an energy planner. So I spent a few years in that field, and then I went to work for the utility as a planning engineer.
While we worked at Vignette together, Haz would have been one of the early users of the technology of that time to develop processes and systems in Vignette.
After stints as a consultant in engineering and web design, he came to innovation and entrepreneurship through his love for music. But even then, being an entrepreneur was a labor of love and not for profit.
I'm a jazz fan, I'm a jazz fanatic. And when I was there, St. Lucia introduced what is now the very famous Jazz Festival. The Jazz Festival was sponsored by Cable and Wireless. In my logical mind, I thought that I should go on to Cable and Wireless's website and should be able to find information on the upcoming Jazz Festival lineup, which, I looked for and didn't find. So I realized that there would be others like me, so I went ahead and built a website for the St. Lucia Jazz Festival. I continued to do this for years because the information was needed and I love jazz and I was having fun. I approached the St. Lucia Tourist Board, the St. Lucia Jazz Festival, offered to sell it to them and they did not agree.
Haz represents the new breed of what I think is the new Caribbean entrepreneurial spirit. Not the traditional entrepreneur who is buying and selling or manufacturing.
One of the major issues with entrepreneurship in the Caribbean has to do with culture. There has to be an understanding that entrepreneurship is not a linear thing, because if you're doing one thing and you realize that thing is not working, but it could lead you to something else, you have to be able to fail at that thing, finish with that, move on, without the stigma of failure being attached to you and preventing you from moving on.
Now in his new phase as an energy conservation entrepreneur, Haz has achieved more than he intended. One of the things he has done is proven that a small island is not a constraint to ambition and achievement.
Before Mr. Samuel, we knew about mobile apps from over there, from somewhere else. What Haz did was to tell and show every young Vincentian that you too can create a mobile app. You too can think about a particular need and bring the requisite tools and skills together and create an innovative solution. So very powerfully, what has demonstrated to us and to the Vincentians was, hey, you can do it too.
For these reasons, Herbert Samuel is the inaugural Anthony N. Sabga Caribbean Awards for Excellence laureate in entrepreneurship.